What's going on, guys, and welcome to Mustache Betting, a place where you become the best betting version of yourself. And welcome to NFL Monday over here at the Mustache Betting channel, where we have some exclusive player props for you, all of which I have put a ton of research into. We have an exciting parlay, a rare parlay over here at the Mustache Betting channel, and we just have some good info to dig into in today's video. We have Jackson Dart back for the Giants as they face off against the Patriots. The Patriots are looking to keep their number one seed in the AFC, and they currently hold the best record in the NFL altogether. Drake May, he's a superstar. So it's going to be an exciting matchup nonetheless. Jackson Dart, he's got to prove whether or not he can fulfill the quarterback room for next year. So don't count the Giants out just yet. It's going to be a close game, I think, but we'll talk about that more as we get into the picks. Like I said, I have a ton of info for you all. So with that being said, let's jump right into my best bets for this Monday Night Football extravaganza. Let's go. So for my first best bet of the day, it's going to be Mr. Cardi B, Stephon Diggs himself, over 46.5 receiving yards, minus 118 at BetMGM for a unit. Make sure you take it on BetMGM. They have the best pricing currently. They're about 5 yards short of the standard market, so you want to make sure you take it there, get about 5 yards of an advantage there, which, you know, I always say these small margins, they add up. Stephon, though, he's hit the over in this line in 4 of his last 10. Today, he'll face off against the Giants, as we know, who allow the 5th most receiving yards to the wide receiver position. Additionally, if we look at Stephon here versus zone coverage, he's been the first read option versus zone coverage 24% of the time. And the Giants, they play zone coverage 55% of the time. Additionally, Diggs' average depth of target, it sits at 9.4 versus zone coverage alone. And the Giants, they give up a ton of yardage to the wide receiver position. Last game, Amon-Ra St. Brown went off for 149 yards. The game before that, every receiver on the Packers, I double-checked this, went over. Matthew Golden, Christian Watson, and Dobbs went all over their lines. And the game before that, Romo Dunze went off for like 90 yards. I like Stephon in this spot to continue the pattern. Give me Stephon here to go over. And if you guys could, please, as always, like, follow, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Make sure you have those notifications turned on so that you are not missing out on any of the value of my plays. As always, there is usually a ton of closing line value associated with the plays I post. Like Justin Jefferson yesterday. Although he didn't hit, we took his line at around 54.5, and I believe it closed at around 61.5. So I'm pretty good at finding these lines early in the morning. Whether or not they hit, that's just luck at this point. But most of my lines will have closing line value attached to them. So I say have these notifications turned on so that you can get the best value for the plays. As soon as I upload these videos, you can put the plays into your bet slip, lock them in, and then do whatever after that. But I just want to make sure you're getting the best value if you're watching and subbing to this channel. So thanks, guys. So for my second best bet of the day, we're going to look at a parlay, a rare mustache betting parlay. We're going to take the Mario Douglas, 25.5 receiving yards, and Jackson Dart over 201.5 passing yards. Combine those two, it's plus 368 at FanDuel for 0.25 units. If you're unfamiliar with units, a standard unit is 1% of your bankroll. So you would bet merely 25% of that 1%. So if your standard unit size is $10 and you have a $100 bankroll, you're only going to bet $2.50, but it will equal out to close to a unit if this hits. Anyway, so if you're unfamiliar with units, that's just a little breakdown. But as I mentioned earlier, the Giants, they give up a ton of yardage to the wide receiver position, and they're ranking 5 in overall yards allowed. As I mentioned earlier, in the Mario, he is shown to be more of a number 2 receiver than a number 3, especially with Keyshawn Boutte kind of just falling under the radar as of late. He hasn't really been Drake May's go-to guy in a lot of these key spots, and that's further suggested by, in fact, he likes to go to Douglas more, it seems, and that's further suggested by Douglas's first read percentage versus zone. It's 15%, and Boutte's is only about 17 or so. For a wide receiver 2 and wide receiver 3 discrepancy, that's a pretty big margin. But I think this line, it's undervalued for Jackson Dart. If we go to Jackson Dart side of things, I think it's undervalued due to him coming off of an injury because he was out for a concussion and not really anything throwing related. I don't see this affecting his throwing ability whatsoever. He came off a concussion. So additionally, Jackson, he's hit this line in 6 of his last 9, and the Patriots, they rank 18th in yards, passing yards allowed to the quarterback position. I think Jackson Dart here, like I mentioned earlier, has something to prove. So give me Jackson Dart and Mario Douglas to go over their lines, catch this parlay for us. Hopefully we can get the full sweep. That's it. So to recap everything, we have Stephon Diggs to go over 46.5 receiving yards, and then we have our Jackson Dart and Demario Douglas parlay at plus 368 odds to go over their lines. So that is all I have for you guys today. 2 props, 1 parlay, 1 straight. I don't want to overextend myself on this game. Yesterday, unfortunately, we didn't do so well, but on Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, we did sweep the board. So I'll go over Week 13's full stats tomorrow, as I always do after the week concludes. And then we'll go over every detail, every play, and what happened, and where we're standing on the season, things like that. But as always, guys, if you guys could, please like, follow, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Make sure you have those notifications turned on so that you are not missing out on any of the value of my plays. And yeah, that is it. Let's have an exciting Monday Night Football day. Let's end the week on a great slate, in a great state with full sweep, so that we can bring the dog out tomorrow, hopefully. And yeah, should be an exciting game tonight, like I said. I'm excited. If you're going out, as always, be safe, guys. And yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care.